Miami of Ohio is off to a great start. They're undefeated. They run a lot of 5-out, and they have a lot of cut hard. They screen hard. They play really hard. They play for each other. Now, before you go in the comments and say their SOS is really weak, their strength of schedule, yes, it is weaker than, say, Duke, Michigan State, so forth, but it's still impressive. So if you're asking why is their offense so good, they spread the floor out, and the reason they spread the floor out so well is because they have efficient shooters. Not only do they have 3 or 4 shooters, they legit have 7, 8 pure efficient shooters. They're playing really hot from 3, and they're shooting it really, really well. So those are the reasons why they're so good offensively. Now, let's take a look at this, right? Ball State is icing the ball screen here, right? We know it's icing the ball screen because they know it. It's been happening here. Icing the ball screen, down the ball screen on the sideline here. Defender with just defending the ball is going to go over top. They're going to down it, which is an ice right here, keep it down here, and then they're just going to attack the ice with a pick and pop. See, do you see that's a pick and pop, and they have such a great three-point shooting team. There are a lot of Princeton-type concepts as well that we'll get into later, but take a look at it real time, guys. Again, this is something very simple, but look, they are such an efficient shooting team. They're attacker. Again, ice the ball screen. What's going to attack ice or attack hard down ball screens? Well, if you're a big who can shoot, which Miami has a ton of big who can shoot, they're going to punish shoot and do it from there. So again, Miami Ohio, the thing to note is that they are a great three-point shooting team so far. Okay, make note of that because it's really huge. You go 5 out and run some Princeton concepts. They will go back door. They'll cut hard. They'll spread out on ball screens. So let's take a look at Miami Ohio playing Bowling Green. Let's take a look at this, right? They're going to set a high ball screen here. The reason why I show is right here. When we send this high ball screen, guys, take a look at their spacing. We saw this with their basket too, but take a look at their spacing. They've got shooters all across. Again, Miami Ohio, if you look at the roster right now, when you guys look at the roster right now, they legit have people shooting the 3, or their field goal percentage is playing at such a high rate. And yes, a part of it is due to the offense, but also because they're playing at a really, really high tempo. They're making a lot of shots. Look at this. It's spread ball screen right here. They're attacking it right here, getting in the paint here, and they're just going to be able to play this type of ball here and get easy access points for in the paint and also from 3. They're going to try to get shots in the paint area or 3-point shot like a lot of teams are doing, right? But let's see how these guys are doing it exactly, okay? Right here, we come up here. We have a drift screen, kind of like a print. I call it drift screen, flare screen. You want to call it there. And look, we're going to have a handoff here. We're going to play out of it. And again, notice how the spacing is all throughout there. Very good defensive Bowling Green. But again, can you guys take a look at the spacing with how Miami, Ohio is spacing this play out? Again, we have it right here. They could have went point over the top here. They don't want to do it. Getting the point right there. We pass over here. We're going to do a flare screen here, a drift screen. Some Princeton guys used to call it drift screen here, right? And then we're going to get cut under there. And now we're going to pop it up to the big one. Look at our spacing here when he catches it. We have 5-out spacing. And if this handoff isn't made, we have a second handoff coming up here if they want to do that. But right here, we see this action. Notice how they come over. They play it. It's all 5-out. And they force Bowling Green to really space out. He did have a pass here, right here again. See this roll right here? Look, did you guys see this the first time maybe? He had a wide open pass here and a swing opportunity. But again, notice how this team wants to spread the floor and how do they want to attack teams. We're in transition now. Let's take a look at this. We're in transition. What are we going to do now? Look at how they're spacing the court. We're in 5 out and they're going to shoot it and he is making a high spot. Now, obviously they didn't make this shot, but take a look at this. He's making a lot of them. In fact, he is a high in the high 30% three-point shooters like most shooters are. And look at this. They're coming out and they're transitioning into a 5-out spacing, getting to the 5-out shot. Why am I sure that miss? Because of the spacing right here. We have a high ball screen here. How are we going to do it? Look at the spacing, guys. Again, we're going to cut over it. Hey, guys, you guys know what this is if you're a Princeton. If you watch my team, this is a Princeton. They're going point over the top, it looks like, right? Over the top here. But instead of that, he's going to play on the weak side here. Over the top, obviously, if you're new to the channel, not know it, Princeton, you get back in the high post here. And right here, a lot of different things you do. We go point over the top and point strong. We go over the top of the ball, so the down screen for the guy at the strong side right here near the bench. Or if you were to go screen away, we'd call it point away action screen for this guy, right? But take a look at how more and more teams like Nebraska is doing this a little bit. They're now going to go over here, play the weak side. He backdoors, cuts there. Second backdoor cut. It is a turnover, but notice how this, again, Princeton offense, Princeton concept, where it's not just a 2-man play like a pick and roll, it's multiple-man play. Again, take a look at it one more time here. We have a cut here. Bam, we have a off-screen happening over here to make the, I don't know where I'm talking for, like to give the defense, the help side defense attention right there, right? But then we're going to have it right here, and we could have screened down. We're going to cut here. And notice how it's just 3-4 guys get involved in the play. I like these Princeton-type concepts, guys. A lot of teams are doing it. We've seen it before right here. We go over here. Again, we're going to go back door, overplayed back door here. Another drift screen, flare screen. How are we going to play out of it? We have the spacing here. We're going to attack it. Kind of a tough shot here, but he's making it here. And he's one of their better shooters, too. He's been having a great year, number 5 here. And I want to like this because he is a very, very good shooter. More teams are going to start doubling him and really put more pressure on him. But again, look at the spacing. Look at the action we're having. bang, we have this type of offensive flow, offensive rhythm. Okay. Again, they're going to space the floor out if they don't have anything down low. Right here. Ball, bam. We're going to go in point action. Over the top here. Nope, doesn't like it right here. Look, down screen again. Point over the top here into a dribble handoff. Nope. He elects to come over here, and he gets fouled here. Again, point over the top. But this time, we call point over the top run. We talk about that. Point over the top, point strong here into a down screen, which then is usually a handoff. But then he elects to see this little bit over here, has a little bit of angle room, and attacks it. And again, notice how that's, again, these Princeton concepts are getting after it. Obviously, they fall asleep defensively there, but notice how offensively they're just in rhythm. Princeton concepts, spreading the floor, getting after it right here. We have it right here. Play over here. Again, 5-out type of concept, 5-out type of look right here. Going to come over, almost zoom action right here. Down screen to dribble handoff into a ball screen right here. We see that happen, and we're going to take that shot. And, of course, they're going to make it because of that efficiency, okay? And I want to take a look at it right here because this is a play we see a lot of zoom. We haven't seen as much as we'd like. How the Florida Gators offense as well, that they ran a lot of zoom as well. Right here, ball's on the high post here. And zoom action is down screen into a dribble handoff, right? So right here, it's going to be a down screen. Could be a dribbling handoff here. They don't like it because they're being defended pretty aggressively here, so we pass it over here into a ball screen, and look at our spacing. Look at Miami Ohio's spacing at all their plays. Just very good stuff right there. I haven't touched much on defense, but defensively as well, they're doing a really, really good job defensively. I think Synergy and Kimmel has them in the top 150, top 125. Very good. And right here, again, we just see this happen in transition here. We're coming over in transition. We're spacing out. We're getting over here. Dribble handoff right here. Deep three, but he makes it. That's just what Miami Ohio do. It's what they're doing. You've got to be ready to play this team, okay? Again, let's take a look at this. Coming over here, bam, 5-out look here. Do we have a dribble handoff? We're going to take that right here, space it out here, give it up, and of course, they can shoot it, pick and pop, absolutely. And again, guys, this is something that a lot of teams are doing, right? A lot of teams running this like side, NBA especially, we see this happen a lot into transition here, where we have like a 5-out look, which is like going to be like, I call it a side screen, and then you can go over it, like Luka Doncic would usually go over this and accept the screen here, and then play one-on-one here, but he's going to reject this, get it in the high post, look at this. We have a 5-out type of look here, right? 5-out type of look here. We're going to take a dribble handoff here. Look at the spacing here. We have decent spacing here. Pick and pop here. We attack the defense there, and we hit it. Again, guys, I'm a broken record, but notice how Miami of Ohio is attacking it. Okay, ball screen right here. Going to have it. Bam. Going to cut through. Pass the ball up top here. Come back, and again, shot. Bang, three. You might be saying, this is just something that this team is going under the SRG3 team, I believe, going under to punish it. But again, we see what teams go over, and you go over, they still punish you. Miami Ohio they're reading it correctly, they understand what's going on, and they're just being able to really dictate what they want to do offensively. Let's take a look at one more possession here, guys. We're coming down here. We're going to attack it here, side screen, because I know Ball State likes to ice a lot. Come over here. Look, we have another cut happen right here. What are we into? Maybe a dribble handoff, okay? Dribble handoff right here. Come it, repop, and bang, three. Notice how this is just the concepts they're playing. It's nothing. It's nothing. By the way, this is the read we saw earlier, right, where they pick and pop here. That was the second half here. They would just dribble this out here and do a pick and pop here. But notice, they're not doing anything complex. What they are doing is, hey, listen, they've got a lot of shooters recruited well. They're playing off of action, and they're just doing it, executing really, really well, and they're shooting at a high percentage here. Right here we have it. They go under, punish it, and they shoot the three, guys. Miami, Ohio, we're going to take a look at what happens when they play against a little bit tougher competition. Even their conference isn't maybe the best, but we're going to see how they come in. If they keep playing this way, we're going to see them in the tournament. Then we're going to see how they do that way, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this team, about these concepts you're seeing. As always, like and subscribe, and keep your sights on Basketball Vision.